Hey everybody, Leslie Roberts here. It is a fine February afternoon and I just got finished working on my CZs right here and I'm about to have an afternoon cigar. I had a wonderful time on Sunday at MMX Racing in Marysville this last Sunday with the original standard group. Boy, we had a blast. The weather was epic. The track was amazing. Now, I know I've heard a few complaints already. Oh, the track's too fast. The track's too technical. This or that. All right, I'm going to tell you something right now. That track is going to be perfect come May 5th and May 6th. I guarantee it. We have got a great promoter who's out there busting his ass every week to try to make it better. We've got some of the best riders in the world that are working on that track and are riding it every third Sunday, along with a bunch of folks who aren't so dang good. But all of us together make for a hell of a good, fun time, which is what we had the other day. I got to tell you, when you wander the pits at any of the original standard events, you will see an array of vintage, Evo era, and of course a nice, fine smattering of modern bikes as well. But me being a vintage enthusiast, I tend to focus on those beautifully prepared vintage and Evo bikes. We had an amazing array this last weekend. Some of the best bike builders I've ever been around showed their wares. And it was just enjoyable to wander around and pick guys' brains and find out what they're working on, what they're planning to bring to the event. It was just an amazing day, as you can see by some of these photos here. We just had so much fun. Had a lot of modern bikes out there as well. And I wanted to mention this. Every third Sunday at MMX is our monthly club ride, Original Standard Motocross. That is not a vintage-only event. That is for all riders, all bikes. Now, that means if you've got a 1960 Husqvarna or a 2018 whatever, bring them on out, and you will be able to ride on our track. Now, this is a natural terrain track. It is not a high-speed supercross style thing. It is not at all. It snakes its way down through the river bottoms, through the trees, and there are some really nice sections on that track. They're only going to get better, I guarantee it. And one of the things that I find most exciting is more and more people are hearing about this, and they're showing up every week, or every third Sunday, I should say, and are planning to come back, which is a wonderful thing. We're trying to grow this sport. We're trying to make everybody aware of what's happening with the original standard motocross group. And it's a club, by the way, that doesn't ask for any dues. You just pay the man when you come in the morning, say, hey, I want to ride the original standard track today, and he'll take your money and give you a sticker. You stick it right on the bill of your hat, and then you wander over to where we are camped. And we will be there every third Sunday, rain or shine. Well, there may be a few raining events, but this is California and we are in a drought right now. So it is not likely we'll be rained out. And I don't think we're going to be rained out for the big Don Matthews race either. So I don't think that's going to be a problem, but of course I have little control over the weather. Now I do want to get on to a few other issues as well, because we have got the big event coming up and we are minus our captain, our general, our boss. And that is Robin Hanna. And I want to tell you that has been very difficult without his amazing leadership. Our group, the Don Matthews CZ World Championship Committee, is doing the best we can, but we're having to fill some very big shoes. And since his untimely passing in November, I have had so many people write me and say, Leslie, what can I do? How can I get involved? How can I participate? How can I help? What can I do? Well, there are 3 things that I would like you to seriously consider. Number 1, get you and your bike to that event in May. I don't care where you're coming from. In fact, if you're coming from Europe or South America, or I don't care wherever, you get yourself to that event. We will find you a bike, I promise you. If you're making the effort to come that far, we will find you a bike. And that includes guys coming from all over the United States as well. If you just want to try to come on out and see what the event is about, and you want to ride with us, let us know, and we'll find you a bike. You may have to double up on this one here, for example. This 71-400, I'll be sharing it with a couple guys that weekend, I'm sure. I don't know who's going to ride it, but this thing's going to be ridden. It's going to be ridden by a couple different people. And there are others of a similar mindset. Get here and we will find you the bike to ride, I promise, all right? Now, before I move on to other subjects, I want to make a personal thank you to all of the international riders who have made the effort the last few years to come from Europe, Australia, New Zealand, South America, and various parts around the country. To get to our race is no easy thing. And I greatly appreciate the effort that you guys have taken and the money spent to get over here. It means a lot to us. We are eternally grateful for what you have done, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys again. In fact, this is an international motocross event, and it wouldn't be international without you international guys showing up and making it what it is. Now, I'm not going to go through everybody's name. We have quite a list of people who show up every year, but I'm hoping to see everybody again, and it is going to be an epic, wonderful event. Now, getting on to number 2, what else can you do to help us in our efforts? Well, we have a DVD that we have produced from last year's Hangtown event. It comes in the form of a physical DVD or an online download. I would like to ask you to buy one of our DVDs, either as an online download or as a physical DVD. Your choice. Now, how do you do that? You go to our website, czriders.com, that's plural, czriders, and wander around and you'll see a link to the DVD. You will also see a link to the raffle. Yes, the Robin Hanna Maze Co, however you pronounce it, raffle of that, the sweepstake raffle of that beautiful 1978 CZ Mako combination that my buddy George Marshall put together for Robin. It is a gorgeous bike. It is fast, it is rideable, it is smooth, and there's nothing like it in the world. And we are going to sweepstake, auction, raffle, whatever the word is, we're going to send that off that Saturday to the lucky winner. By the way, that Saturday, May 5th, is Robin Hanna Day. Yes, it is. We are going to honor my dear friend, my brother, and your dear friend. We are going to honor him. We are going to live that day in his memory. And we are going to do the things that he would have wanted us to do. And you know, number one, what that is? I don't know about you, but I have never seen a man hug men and women that he's never met before like that. I've never seen a man do that. But I love it, and I respect that. And so one of the things we are going to be doing, and I want to see it happen everywhere, is a hug. And let's get this community together and give some love, okay? Let's share a little love with each other. Let's celebrate not only our community, if I may, but that wonderful spirit which is the underscore throughout all 5 of these races so far. You know, Don Matthews, I never had the pleasure to meet him, but I've heard so many great stories about what a generous, kind, giving, sensitive, and direct friend he was to everyone. Well, I found that to be true in my dear friend, brother, Robin Hanna as well. He would give you the shirt off his back and have a big hug at the same time. Now, we've lost some really good people the last couple of years. Tom White comes to mind. I don't want to have to go through the list. We all know. We've lost some really good folks. And it's likely we're going to lose a few more as things go by. That's life. I'm going to share something with you. I probably shouldn't, but you see this right here? This is called a wound vac machine. It is attached by way of a tube to a hole in my butt that I have had almost for 2 years. I'm in a wheelchair. I developed a pressure sore. It got infected, and it has been infected. And I have been through a couple near-death bouts that I don't really care to share, but they have been quite difficult. But I'm still here. I'm still fighting. I'm still a vintage motocross enthusiast. I still love dirt bikes. I like hanging around with guys and women that like dirt bikes, and I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Now, I don't know if I'll make it past this year's Don Matthews. Nobody does. And that's why I'm going to tell you, get your butts to this event. You don't know where you're going to be in a year. You don't know where you're going to be in 5 minutes, to be honest with you, nor do I. So let's make our experience this May something special, all right? Something wonderful, something memorable. Let's go enjoy ourselves. Let's have some fun and interesting times like Robin would have wanted us to, all right? How's that for a deal? So what you can do, come to the event. buy the few products and whatnot that we have. The committee doesn't take a nickel. No, no, all the money goes back into operating funds and making sure that we're able to put on a quality international vintage motocross event. Buy our products, participate on Saturday, race your asses off on Sunday, and have a great time and tell the world how fun it is, okay? Spend some money at that raffle. See if you don't win the bike. You never know. You might win it. If you don't, you've contributed to a good cause, the Hanna family. And they're going to take all the proceeds. And then, of course, that DVD. Now, for $7.99, you can buy it online as a download. Seems to me that's the value. But if you want to have a physical copy, we're going to have those available as well. All right? Who knows what's going to happen next year, right? We have no idea. But this year, we're putting on an epic, kick-ass race. Got that? Please show up. Do your best. In the meantime, get to czriders.com and check out the site. Find out the classes you might want to enter. There's that DVD link and the sweepstakes link as well. You can also get hold of us on Facebook. In fact, I communicate quite regularly with a lot of people on the Don Matthews CZ World Championships 2018 link. Great place to communicate, share your thoughts, whatever. One other and quite important final piece of information is that we are working real hard to put this event together, and we're going to need some help that weekend. I'm going to be looking for, sometime in April, I'll put up a little post asking for volunteers. We're going to need some people to help just warm bodies throughout the weekend. Do I have any assignments right now? No, I have no idea. We're just going to go meet the challenge and do it, but I'm going to need some help. So if anybody would like to kick in whatever, your warm body is all we need. There are other things, of course, we may need as well. Please send me a message. Let me know what you might want to contribute or participate in, and we'll find a place for you. And remember, there is a place for you and your bike on our starting line, all right? There is. So show up. Enjoy yourself. Bring all your bikes. You got a couple old vintage bikes you want to sell? Bring them. You never know. In the meantime, I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this old man and his verbiage, which can go on at length forever, but won't. All right, friends. You all take care, and I will see you at the race. I may see you before then. In fact, you'll hear another couple of these crazy videos in the next few months. But for today, let's sign off and take care. Get your bikes ready. Get your bodies prepared. Get over to the website, and let's get ready. Take care.